Alright, we have a game from Cuden and John FB. Warriors of Chaos versus Dark Elves. You sick of Dark Elves yet? You sick of Malekith yet? Well, too bad. You're getting more of them. Belakor versus Malekith. Two very strong lords.
In the damned city. I will fight them now.
Alright.
This time I win.
Alright. Belakor giving a speech. Chaos Warrior frontline mixed with some Marauders. Hellstriders, 4 Hellstriders on the side of the Warriors of Chaos, 2 Chaos Spawn, 1 Marauder Horseman with throwing axes, and of course Belakor himself with Pit of Shades, Enfeebling Foe, Dark Master, Shadow Shroud, and Lord of Torment. So, awful lot of abilities. On the other side we have Malekith with Power of Darkness, Soul Stealer, and then his Dragon Breath attack, of course. Blackheart Corsairs, Bleak Swords, Blackheart Corsairs, 1 Witch Elf for a little bit of support, 2 Dark Shards with shields, 2 Cold One Knights, 2 Dark Riders, and a Canate Assassin with Assassin's Trophy and the Black Dragon Egg. Wait, Web of Shadows. I thought it was a Black Dragon Egg. Okay, Web of Shadows. Kind of a Soul Stealer Lights. There's 2 Soul Stealers. Malekith dove onto the front line to get a little bit of damage, and now Belakor has, Uno reverse carded him. There's currently a Web of Shadows and a Soul Stealer going down to really punish this blob that is forming. A lot of AoE damage coming out, already forcing the Marauder Horseman back. And Belakor himself is not having the best time with this, though he does have 40% damage resistance with the Shadow Shroud. Then he has physical and missile resistance just from being a giant demon man. He's even going to throw out a Pit of Shades to really try and whittle down these Bleak Swords. Also, if he can get stuff near him routing, he will get regen from that. Dark Shard's firing in, but these Chaos Warriors and Chaos Spawn that are nearby are not having a good time with all of this. They're not enjoying it at all. Neither is the Dark Elf front line. Blackheart Corsairs are pushed off, Bleak Swords are pushed off, everybody's just getting mulched by this Chaos Warrior and Chaos Spawn combination. Meanwhile, Hellstriders are trying to sneak in through the gaps and get a fight with that cavalry in the back. Or maybe the archers, but mostly the cavalry. Belakor is still in this fight, he is standing and fighting, and Malekith has already taken a lot of damage if you consider that he also had a Soul Stealer, and Belakor is just beating his ass. He just keeps hitting. So cool. Chaos Spawn, Chaos Warriors, and Belakor all surrounding Malekith, really trying to take him down. Even an Enfeebling Foe popped onto him to make him even easier to hit. God damn. Malekith has to get out of here. He's down to half HP after the heal. Hellstriders get wrapped up in Dark Riders and Cold One Knights. That is good for them. Chaos Warriors and Marauders are pushing up into the Dark Shards, forcing them away. And overall, things are turning up chaos right now. Another Soul Stealer for Malekith. Trying to heal himself up, trying to deal some good damage here, trying to push Belakor back as the Canadian Assassin also just keeps teaming up on him, but Belakor doesn't seem to give a shit. Bellacor's just going to sit here and keep punching Malekith in the face until Malekith runs away. Assassin's Trophy on him finally brings Bellacor's stats lower than that of Malekith's, so even then he's going to continue to try and fight. Elsewhere across the front line, Chaos is just winning. Chaos is winning across the entire board except for this single entity fight, which even then is going okay for Chaos, but Malekith has more healing access than Belakor does. So, yeah. Chaos Spawn are trying to help with this. Somehow they're not getting a lot of damage out. You would think that Malekith being surrounded by Spawn and Belakor would go poorly for him, but he's chilling. Another Enfeebling Foe cast. Belakor is still chasing him outside the blob. Really doesn't give a shit. He's going to fight this man to the very end, and man, he has put on an absolute clinic of beating the shit out of Malekith. Missed his first attack there for a while. Cold One Knights trying to opt in as Marauder Horsemen throwing X's and Chaos Spawn are going to intercept them. Absolutely not. You are not interfering with this duel, and they will take a lot of damage. Belakor is still beating Malekith's ass at the moment. Cool. We do have some full health Marauders chasing off a shattered unit. That's probably a mistake. Hellstriders are running down the last of the Dark Shards, and Bounce Power goes heavily in the favor of the Warriors of Chaos. Shadow Shroud on Belakor. 40% damage resistance. He tries to opt out. He doesn't want to fight the Assassin and Malekith at the same time with literally no support. Another Soul Stealer is cast onto our boy Belakor. Cold Knights joining the fight after they successfully pushed off the Chaos Spawn and the Horsemen. Not enough really to stop him there. Belakor turns around, gets a massive hit on the Canaan Assassin. He's trying to turn back. He's trying to figure out how to fully turn around and fight Malekith once more, but there's a couple Chaos Spawn between him and Malekith. He can't actually get the angle to attack him right now, so he's currently just T-posing like a bit of an idiot. Canaan Assassin routes as Belakor swings at him. And Power of Darkness on some of the fleeing Bleak Swords will give Malekith some strength. So Belakor is back to chasing Malekith. Balance of Power is much closer to even. Yet again, looking at the fate of the battlefield, though, I still think the Warriors of Chaos have more teeth. I think they just have a lot more left going on. It looks like everywhere you look, there's a lot of dead Dark Elves, and Chaos is still chilling. Belakor is going to try and land on Malekith from behind. Assassin's Trophy popped on him once again from the Canadian Assassin, who apparently rallied in the distance. Belakor tries to hit Malekith, misses, and now he's going to opt out. Canadian Assassin is back. Canadian Assassin's firing his little crossbow at Belakor. And things are getting maybe dicey, though that Cold Knight just got wrecked by those Hellstriders, so he'll probably be gone. Belakor says, I've had enough of you, lands on the Canadian Assassin, then he says, you know what, I've had enough of having enough of you. I don't want to fight Malekith right now. Not at least until Assassin's Trophy wears off. T-poses a little bit. There are Dread Spears nearby. He does pop the Dark Master on Malekith, says, fine, I'll fucking fight you, but you get 40 less melee attack. He misses 2 shots in a row with his 70 melee attack versus the 48 of Malekith. He just missed too many row. Turns around and says, shut up! Hits the Canadian Assassin in the face, knocks him out of here, and then he starts to run away. Somehow the Canadian Assassin didn't break. There we go. And he throws another Enfeebling Foe onto Malekith, giving him 0 melee attack for a second. Just didn't want to take any damage on that retreat there. Meanwhile, his Hellstriders are still trying to kill these Blackheart Corsairs, who are holding on surprisingly well. We do have a full health Marauder coming back. Now, Marauders of Chaos are pretty decent light infantry, so you can't really discount them entirely. Hellstriders get dove on by Malekith. Belakor is standing by, thinking, should I get involved? I don't know. Maybe. Nah. So he decides to peace out. Canadian Assassin, still technically in the game. Hellstriders are back. More Chaos Warriors are here. And a big breath attack from Malekith onto the last healthy Chaos Warrior could be real bad for the forces of Chaos. Belakor dives into Malekith, misses his first attack, hits his second one. Big Soul Stealer, hitting the Chaos Warriors and Belakor, healing up Malekith more importantly. He misses yet another attack. But a big Pit of Shades underneath him is going to hit 3 healthy-ish Dark Elf infantry for this point in the game. God damn, that is a nice one. He misses a lot of attacks onto Malekith, but he is healing up. He's healing up from these terrified masses beneath him. He's actually doing very well there. And he is pushing back Malekith. He has been getting very bad RNG in this fight for quite a while here. He's missed way too many attacks. There he hits another one, but he does have a lot better stats than Malekith at this moment, so he should have been hitting many more of them. Malekith lands onto Belakor, gets a charge attack, but he is now surrounded by Hellstriders and Chaos Warriors and Marauders. Belakor gets away. Everything for the Dark Elves besides Malekith is routing. Now, to be fair, almost everything for Chaos is routing except for that full health Marauder. Belakor is thinking about getting back in. He's thinking about doing another charge. He's going to land on Malekith, and it looks like he misses that attack. 1600 HP on Malekith, and Belakor stands. And Belakor stands. He wiggles, and he stands. And he casts a spell. And he swings, and he hits. But man, he stood for a long time. And then he stands. And then he gets staggered. Then he gets staggered again. He's now getting orders to leave. And he stands, and he turns around, starts to run away. Malekith, very close to dead. Belakor even throws a backward swing at him that maybe hits, maybe doesn't. I wasn't really paying attention to his health that much. He takes another shot from Malekith. Belakor is going to die. And Malekith stands alone. As Belakor dies, a lot of the low leadership units start to rout off here. These Chaos Warriors, they're not ITP, they'll tear out when they feel like it, but they're at 0 leadership for just now. Malekith's trying to push them all off. If he has another Soul Stealer, maybe he can do it. But without that, yeah, he goes negative on leadership. He is going to die. But Belakor started the game real strong. Was kicking tons of ass. And then he, like, petered out super hard towards the end and just started missing attacks and T-posing. That was brutal. 4,000 value on him from Cuden. 600 and 1,200-ish from the Chaos Spawn. Chaos Warriors, mixed but overall just fine. Hellstriders did great, as they usually do. Marauder Horsemen Throwing Axes really struggled. And they have been struggling recently, but Marauders did okay. For John FB, Malekith 3,300, Canadian Assassin 1,100 value as well. Bleak Swords and Blackheart Corsairs in the late game started to come back, started to do some good stuff, but man, that early game, they got run over. Dark Shards did okay, Dread Spears did well, and Cold One Knights and Dark Riders did fine. GG.
Roar. Subscribe, yes.